2018, we lost XXX due to a robbery. Mac Miller due to overdose. We also lost Kate Spade due to suicide in her New York home. All these three celebrities that I just told you about have one thing in common, and it's not that they passed away, but it's that they were dealing with depression. XXX, he rapped and sang about depression. His whole career was made of depression. Of the songs he made, it was all dedicated to depression. Mac Miller, he died due to depression. He took so many drugs because he was so depressed that it got to a point where his body couldn't take it anymore, so he overdosed. Kate Spade, she committed suicide due to depression. So you might be thinking, but why? If they had all this money, if they had all these cars, if they had all these homes, does money really buy you happiness? Why is it that these three celebrities that were so good and wealthy happened to pass away?
In the Bible, it speaks about when the end is near, there will be difficult times.
And isn't it weird that now that Donald Trump is the president of the United States, all of a sudden, all these celebrities are passing away? I made a conspiracy based off Mac Miller's death. And when he first started in 2009, he made a song named Donald Trump. And in the lyrics, he speaks about when he's on his Donald Trump shit, he's gonna take over the world. And when we rephrased the name Donald Trump on the lyrics to the Illuminati, it made more sense. That he was speaking and telling us that his agreement was gonna end at the time of Donald Trump. So could it be that now that Donald Trump, what a coincidence, that now all this violence and rebellion is happening, and it sounds like such a common thing. We have so many school shootings, we have so many people overdosing, we have so many people killing each other, and we have all these rappers talking in their songs about sex and violence and drugs and making it seem like a cool thing. They all speak about murder and they make it seem like a common thing, like if it's okay. When in the world is someone being murdered by someone okay? If someone were to murder someone from your family, would you be okay? No, you wouldn't. It's not a common thing, and they're trying to make it a common thing. They're trying to make gang violence and sex and drugs cool, when in reality, it's harming us. So why is it that now that all these rappers have passed away and these celebrities, that now the world is truly violent? We have kids disrespecting their elderlies. There was this man, and in an interview, he was wearing a Donald Trump hat. And the lady interviewing him said, if your kids were to ever come out to you when they were older and said to you that they were gay, how would you address that? And he said, and mind you, right now they are 4 to 5 years old. But he said, if my boy or girl come out to me that they are gay, I will drown them. And she said, what do you mean? And he said, well, if it was my daughter, I would take her out to go get her nails and a pedicure, and then I would go see if she could swim. Meaning, he's already knowing what to tell the cops. Well, we were just trying to swim, and out of nowhere, she drowned. But right now, not even a minute ago, he was telling the interviewer that he would drown his kids. How is it that if you love your kids, but you cannot accept their happiness, or possibly in the future, that's what they would be happy with, how can you tell someone that you would kill them? Instead of choosing their happiness over their lives, you would choose their lives. If you have kids, and a normal parent loves their kids, and if your kid came out to you, even if you don't agree with what they like or what gender they like, you would try to accept it, or you would give it time for it to be accepted. but you wouldn't assume I need to take your life away, especially towards your child. So why is it now that Donald Trump is the president, all this violence and all this rebellions and all this suicide and all this murder and all this depression is known as something that's okay, that is cool, when in reality it's not? When someone commits suicide, that is not okay. Everybody is sad due to the loss. We feel sad because the people around that person that committed suicide, they always feel like they could have done better, like we could have been in their lives a bit more, we could have done something to help them. When Obama was the president of the United States, we didn't have so many school shootings, we didn't have so many violence happen. And I'm not blaming the president, but I'm trying to say is that what if we are near the end? What if this is the end? Why is it that all this violence is happening so much now and it's known as a common thing? When you hear about a shooting, people take it as, oh, another school, really? When in fact, we should be going crazy. We should be outside of our children's schools, but we see it as, well, it happens. And in reality, it's not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to have innocent children losing their lives due to some psychotic person. And it's such a scary feeling. For the fact that you're sending your kids to school and that you have that in mind, that it could be possible that your child's school might have a shooting, that is not normal. We are not supposed to be even thinking about that. So why is it that we have all these violence and crimes happening and we're taking it as something that is supposed to be common? Well, it just happens, when in reality it's not supposed to happen. There wasn't so much violence when Obama was the president. And again, I'm not bashing the presidents, but I'm saying, why is it that now that this president is the president of the United States, all these deaths are occurring, all this violence is growing, and the world is just getting nastier as we speak? Why is it that in the early 2000s, there was not so much violence happening? So could their deaths be a sign that the end is near? I want you guys to really, really think about it. And please comment down below what you think. And please subscribe for more conspiracy theories, because this is not it. There is so much more that I want to give out to you guys.
Is it true?